Hello, thanks for dropping in. As you can see, I have made tremendous progress in getting this area tidied up. Tremendous progress. So much so, it's hard to even fit a bare 64 board on here. But anyway, I'm just going to flip the power switch on this and make sure. I was testing a VCR and I had to hook up other cables. I did. So, we're back. In that, things are working. Now, I was, of course, into the basement. Where else would I go? And in the basement, I did find a rather dirty Commodore 128. Now, it does seem that at some point I looked at this. It says 64 mode okay, 128 not so. 6526, both. I don't know what that, I don't know if I changed them or if I'm thinking about changing them. And up here it's a 64K, 128 comes up, it dies. Heat, hot chip, dirty. Yes, it's dirty. And also, the keys have been, except for the shift lock keys, of which there are 3 on the 128, the caps lock, the 4080 display, and the shift lock, they're gone. So, let's give this a whirl. I do have here, I did find, there we are, a power supply for the 128, which is square. I'm sure they did that because, of course, if they made them the same, people would think they were the same. And, well, you know. So, without doing anything, I'm just going to turn this on. Oh, we get power. Oh, okay. So the 128 mode does come up. Oh, I should have hit the reset button. I'm going to hold down what should be the Commodore key. Oh, isn't that cool? Oh, I see. Ha ha. Ha 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 ha. Yes, I had the shift lock down. So, it dies. Heat. Well, just because I can, and I happen to have it handy, I will stick my diagnostic cartridge into this machine and see what happens. It is filthy. Filthy, filthy. Looks like it has some sticker stuff on here. It just looks like it's had a very hard life. But inside, I'm sure it's lovely. 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 So it is running through. Now, of course, I do not have the harness hooked up. And you know, the funny thing is, I have a harness for a 128. Well, that's encouraging. It is. So it seems to be up. The power LED is kind of squirrely, and it's twisted inside. But oh well. Struggle with that. So this needs some more investigation. And I should write some more things, but of course, do I have my marker handy? No. I do not. Ooh. Anyway, speaking of the basement, look, it's another Commodore 128. And it's missing a couple of keys. And in August of 2014, I did write on it. And it says that it did. Always a pleasure to find something that is dead. And I don't imagine that these 7 years, almost, have done anything for it. Let's see if anything comes up. Nothing in that mode. Let's try the 64 mode. And of course, what do we see? It's dead. So, sitting for 7 years has not done it any good. Shocking. Alright, I'm going to try this cartridge. It will not do anything, I'm sure. And it does nothing. Shocking. That's because it's dead. Now, I am going to try to swap these jumpers with one hand. Flip the dip switch and try the dead test. See if that does anything. Which I'm suspecting it will do nothing. The power LED does come on. I'm just looking underneath. Yeah, it's got the Torx bit screws, and I don't think I have my screwdriver handy. Well, much as advertised, it's dead. Oh well. Another couple of challenges to deal with. In some ways, the more challenging one may be the one that's intermittent. Now, do I know that it's going to still do the same things that it did before, and like maybe heating up? No, but you know what? The passage of time does not improve anything with these old machines. So if it was trouble before, it's still probably trouble. I'm trying to think, what else did I find in the basement that I might have brought up here that I might have forgot. Oh well. Here's one. I don't know if I can get them to stand here. Here's, oh, there. That's Hagrid from Harry Potter. And when my hair was darker, a lot of the kids at the school I work at started to call me Hagrid. Can you imagine? I did not have, I think it's an eel skin coat. I didn't have one of those. I didn't have big boots like that. One time though, for one of those, it wasn't Comic-Con, it was some other thing in Toronto that I can't remember the name of. Fan Expo maybe. I did sort of end up getting dressed up like Hagrid. And I wandered about and posed for pictures with people. And a couple of times since then, those pictures have come, people who took pictures with me have come up and said, oh yes, hang on, they hold up their phone and there we are together. Oh, well, if I had a screwdriver here that would fit, I might do something with these 128s. But I suppose that is for another day. So, back to the basement I will go, where I have found, well, I found some keyboards, and I found some strange board that I'm just not even sure what it's for. It's got 4 legs that look like they plug onto something. Might be for an Amiga, might be for a pet. I just don't know. So, it is endless. It is. So I will gather myself and return to the basement to look for more treasures, because I'm sure there are more treasures down there, as well as lots of other stuff. Lots of other stuff. Oh, actually, one thing I did find when I was down there is a couple more bags that Commodore, I think with some of the things, maybe one of the bundles you could get the 64 with, they came with these blue kind of sports bags. And I found that with the top of a paper box inside, they were really, really good for most anything. And actually recently, when I was down being well, it's really an extra, but they call us, of course, background performers, at a show that I can't say the name of, I took, with my stuff, 2 Commodore bags. They're getting old, they're getting brittle, but I found 2 more, and they too look like they are, well, I used to use them a lot. I also did find a couple of new, more like camera bags, Commodore bags. I'm sure I got them at the T-Pug World of Commodore one year. I'm sure. So, but I haven't brought them up to tinker with yet. I have not. Anyway, I will get this cleared off. You can't see the table over here beside me, but it too has accumulated stuff. I will get these cleared off. I need to have workstations for different machines and not let things pile higher and higher. Like right now, I don't know how much you can see. I don't think you can see this, but sitting up on top of the 1701 or 1702 is a VIC box. I'm not sure if there's a VIC in it or not. Then there's a 64, 64, 64, and a 64 on top of that. 2 of them in the cases, one with just a bottom case and one with no bottom or top case. And then behind there's a 64, 64, 64, just the bottom case. On top of that, a VIC-20 2-prong. On top of that, the round prong, just without the tops. And on top of that, a VIC-20, the round thing, round plug. In front of me, 64, VIC, 64, 64, 64. Right in front of me, VIC-20, 64, 64 board, something else. What the hell is that? Oh, memory card for an Amiga. Moving over a bit, looks like a 128 and a 64. In front of me, 1541, 1571, VIC-20. Oh, and farther up, a 64 with an old telephone. And watching over everything is Hagrid. Ah, Hagrid. All right, well, that is about all I have to say at this moment, because I got to go back to the basement. And you know, I'm trying to get rid of things, but the hard thing is, I am getting rid of some things. Just stuff. And I will be selling off Commodore stuff. Stay tuned. But I didn't save an incredible amount of just junk. So it is hard, as some of you will know, to go through things and say, oh yes, I'll just get rid of that, I'll just get rid of that, I'll just get... Anyway, I am working on it. I am. But it is not easy. Anyway, enough for now. I will find a safe place to put these 128s. I don't think it'll be on this desk, though. But you know, over there, on top of the old radio, on top of the box of discs, on top of the 2 boxes of discs, they might just balance there until they don't. Oh, I think there's a big 20 I missed under there. Oh dear. Well, thanks for being here. Always a pleasure. Stay tuned. Bye for now.